What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Carrasco Ranch. My name is Robert if you're new here today. So what we're going to be talking about is dove hunting essentials. What a beginner. This video is mainly going to be aimed towards beginners or people who have never been out there dove hunting or maybe have and they're just not sure what to bring on a dove hunt. This is what I recommend to people who want to come out and dove hunt here with me, book hunts with me. This is usually what I recommend to people. The reason I'm making this video is because, as you may or may not know, I book dove hunts on the ranch. I day lease it for dove hunting. I get a lot of people who have called me recently who are just first-time dove hunters, either have never been or they've dove hunted in the past and they're just not sure, they don't remember what to bring, things like that. So that's the reason I'm making this video, is to kind of help and guide those people out. I may actually add this video to my website, to kind of help people, steer them in the right direction for something that they may not be 100% certain on. So that's what we're going to do this for. Everything I have here below, I'm going to leave it down in the link. Just got bit by an ant. Everything I have here with me, I'm going to leave down in links below this video for those of you guys who want to just check it out. You either want to purchase it straight through the video, y'all can just click on the link and purchase it on Amazon. It's really quick and easy that way as well. So everything will be down below. What else? If anybody is interested in booking a dove hunt with me, I am located here in South Texas. Currently I am fully booked for the 5th and 6th. I have no more spots available. I've been getting a lot of people who ask about the 5th and the 6th because it's the opening for special white wing season, not the regular season, special white wing season. I'm completely booked for the 5th and 6th. I have no more spots available. I do have some spots available for the following weekend. Also special white wing season, not the regular season, for the 12th and 13th. Our regular season does start here in September 14th. So dove hunting here in South Texas does start in September. So just throwing that information out there for anybody who was interested in dove hunting. Alrighty guys, so let's get to this video. So first and foremost, what you're gonna need is a shotgun. So what I have here is a 12 gauge shotgun. I recommend 12 gauge. When my girlfriend comes out and hunts with me, she usually uses a 20 gauge. And you're gonna have a better chance of hitting a dove flying in midair with the 12 gauge than with the 20. Not to say it can't be done, but it's just easier. They do make 410s, which are really small shells, and you can dove hunt with the 410 shotgun as well. But I always recommend a 12 if you can shoot a 12. And I am sweating profusely right now because it is 99 degrees now, and it is 7 o'clock in the evening. So South Texas heat, gotta love it. So that's the shotgun. Next thing you're gonna need is your shotgun shells. So what I recommend to people all the time is 7.5 or 7 size shot for your 12 gauge. Same thing for your 20 gauge. This is a 20 gauge shell and this is a 12 gauge shell. So anyone who doesn't know the difference, you can kind of tell. Most of the time they're usually different colors, but you can always tell just by the size if you grab it. You don't want to put the wrong shell in the shotgun, which you just don't want to have that happen. So 20 and 12. Next thing you're going to need are decoys. And these are what I consider essential. Your shells, your gun. I consider decoys essentials. These are hard plastic decoys. These do okay, but they aren't as good as, let me see if I can find one here. They aren't as good as your Mojos. So I swear up and down by these things. I love Mojos. Quick question, if anybody's used those new Flickers by Mojo, let me know what y'all think. Did they work for you guys or not? I haven't used them yet. I've been wanting to, I just haven't. But let me know if you've used them and if they've worked for you. I'm curious. This one's been shot a couple times. But anyways, so this is a hard decoy. This is a Mojo. These have wings. They kind of propel, and the flickering of the white kind of attracts the birds, and you'll see them. They come down, they'll swoop in to kind of inspect what it is, and that gives you a great shot opportunity. Otherwise, it's really hard to hit these things if they're flying very high or whatever. So luckily, the birds in this area don't fly too high. You will get some high flyers every now and then, but for the most part, they're usually pretty low, especially because I have water, I have fields as well, so it makes it a lot easier. So decoys. And again, guys, all this is going to be linked down in the description for anybody who is interested. Another thing I do consider essential, earplugs. Especially if you're young, you don't want to lose your hearing, later on in life. I never used to use earplugs until I started getting a little older. I need to start watching my health a little bit, right? I'm still in my 20s, but still, it's never too late to start. So earplugs are essential. I'll leave a link down below as well. I have a particular set of earplugs. I don't know how exactly it works, but you can actually be shooting and still have a conversation and still hear pretty decently. I don't know what it is. Maybe the decibel levels is where it blocks off. It has maybe like a decibel threshold where it'll block it off. And you can still have a pretty normal conversation. If I can find them on Amazon as well, I'll leave them down below. I bought those in store, but I will leave a link if I can find them on Amazon as well. And I'll leave a link for these regular, earplugs as well. The next thing you're gonna need is, this is kind of essential. It's kind of up to you. I'll explain why camo is important. So in my experience, what I've noticed is that doves, they do pick up movement. If they're flying and they see you move, pick up your gun, you have kids are very antsy, they don't sit still. If they see that movement, they kind of swing one way or another. They won't come in that same direction they were coming in. But if you're kind of if you are camoed up, usually at least the top is what I prefer. It kind of blends into the surroundings in this area as well. And they won't see that movement as much. As soon as they see movement, especially once you start getting into the later part of the season, maybe like third, fourth week, you'll start to notice that once they start to see movement, because they've been being shot at, they've been conditioned for the past, 2 weeks or whatever, that they will be starting to pick up on movement, and that's when camo plays a little bit bigger role as far as camouflage goes. And I always recommend people who bring out kids, bring them out in the beginning of the season. So for us here, we have 2 weekends of special white wing season, and basically the ranch rests for 5 days because you can only hunt on the weekends. And then after that, the regular season opens up. So usually those 2 weekends and then the full 2 weeks of the regular season are usually the best times to come out and dove hunt. The birds haven't been conditioned so much to kind of like just scatter whenever they see movement or people. So I always recommend to people, if you want to bring your kids out, it's best to bring them out the first 2 weeks of the regular season or in the special white wing season, which we have here in South Texas. Another thing you want to keep around you is a vest. If you're going to be out in the field and walking around a lot, a vest is handy. If you're going to be kind of stationary, just sitting down, kind of like the way I am now, a vest isn't necessary. It's kind of where you're hunting, how you're hunting. What I like about this vest is it has a pocket back here, and this is where you store your doves. This is the vest I actually use for quail hunting, and if I'm out in the field or I'm walking around a lot, I'll take this dove hunting with me as well. All right, guys, so I noticed that as I was wrapping up the video, I forgot to mention you will need a valid Texas hunting license with a migratory bird stamp for dove hunting. I think it goes for like $7-8. You will need a valid Texas hunting license to hunt doves here in Texas. That is essential. I just forgot to mention it in the video. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Carrasco, CARRASCO _ranch. That's on Instagram. We have almost 200 followers on there. And on Facebook, we have almost 900 followers on Facebook. And that's @ Carrasco Ranch. Check me out on there. I will be posting, as the season starts coming up, I'll start posting, hunting clips or, what's going on with the hunters out here as well. So check it out on there. And yeah, just forgot to mention that. Alrighty guys, so if you know you're gonna be in a spot where you're gonna be sitting down a lot, you definitely wanna bring a chair. The one I have here, I love this chair because it has a dove bag right underneath. So if you're not gonna be walking around in the field a lot, definitely recommend a chair. There's different setups of chairs. There's one particular one that I am looking at. It kind of swivels and it's a pretty cool chair. But the one I have here is has a dove bag, a backrest, and a seat. Most of the dove chairs are just this little square part here, and they come without this. But I did find this one. My girlfriend actually got this one for me as well. I love this chair. It's just so simple and so light to carry. I'll leave it down below as well, but I definitely recommend a chair, guys. The next thing we're going to talk about is a fanny pack or a dove bag. There's different types out there. There's different types of dove bags out there, and I'll leave them down below as well. Usually I don't like hunting with these unless I'm walking around a lot. Then maybe I would use one of these as well. The reason I have this one is because my girlfriend got me one of these, so I use it every now and then, but that's pretty much about it. Next thing is your scissors. There's different ways to dress a dove. You can either breast them or you can use these scissors, which these are excellent scissors, by the way. I love these scissors. Feet, cut off the feet, wings, and the neck. And then you just basically, with your 2 thumbs, just take off all the skin and feathers and it comes right off. But I'll leave these as well. That's the reason I keep scissors here. But it's totally up to you guys how you want to dress your birds. Another thing is glasses. I don't ever, require them for my hunters, but they are optional. And if you do want to take every precaution, then glasses would be a good idea, especially if you're going to be shooting with kids, younger kids who have to be kind of close to you. Then glasses might be a good idea. But most of the time in the field, you're so far away, from a shell ejecting and hitting you in the eye. And most of the time, most of the people are lined up, they're not going to be pointing the gun at one another, or at least that's not what they should be doing. So glasses are kind of optional, totally up to you. Last but not least, snake boots. Highly, highly recommend snake boots, guys. Here in South Texas in September, we hear a lot about snake bites. We have the Western Diamondback rattlesnake, notorious for, around dove season. So I highly recommend snake boots. They also make snake shields, and if you don't want to wear the boots. But definitely come prepared and bring snake boots. You don't want to be sorry because you didn't bring snake boots. Especially for kids. Kids are very curious and they will kind of wander off a little bit, or they're not as observant, or if a kid has never heard a rattlesnake rattle, you don't want them to get stung by a snake. And especially because now there's a lot more rattlesnakes that do not rattle. They've kind of evolved that way because of different reasons, different theories. Not sure which one's accurate, but they don't rattle as much as they used to. These are Rockies. I love these guys, and I've had many types of snake boots, and so far I really like these. I've had these for almost a year and can't complain. No complaints here. I did add some insoles because I am in these boots a lot, but that's pretty much about it. Alrighty guys, well that's gonna wrap it up for me today. I appreciate y'all watching. If anybody wants to book a dove hunt, I will leave all my information down below. And that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Hope that was helpful for anybody who was curious, what do you bring, or has an upcoming dove hunt. I hope this helps y'all guys out. And like always, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. Stay safe, guys. We'll catch you later.